Hello everyone, this is me, Michelle Lynn Tackett.
And this is Shawn.
Welcome to TNT Big Show, and oh my goodness, we just keep inching towards 100. Thank you for all the new subscribers, likes, comments. Hit that notification bell, hit the subscribe button, please. Comments really help, because I've noticed the videos where we get more comments, we get more views, and we get more new subscribers. So just drop a comment, say hi, or whether you agree or disagree with us. Also, you can join our Patreon, which we're going to have a new Jack's Joke of the Week up this Friday. And we're going to have some other new exclusive stuff up. Also, donate through PayPal if you want to. You can join our social medias like Instagram, TikTok, our WordPress blog. You can also join our Discord and our Reddit. Now that all those pleasantries are out of the way, let's get right into it. I've been guilty of this myself in the past, but I've matured. When a game didn't come to a Nintendo system, I would get pretty mad. But I've just come to the realization, no company owes you a video game.
No, they don't.
Except for the manufacturer of that hardware, which they will give you either timed or exclusive games. Every other company don't owe you a game. Like it or not, I wish that Nintendo hadn't sold Rare in a way, and that we could still get Perfect Dark and Banjo-Kazooie and all these other classic Rare IPs. But Nintendo sold them to Microsoft. So guess who's going to get Rare's games? Microsoft.
Hey, I wanted a physical version of Doom Eternal. We're not going to get it.
Exactly.
Hello.
Pete Hines, one of the presidents of Bethesda, had to apologize for Starfield being an Xbox and PC exclusive, because Sony fans were upset that it wasn't coming to the PS5. Well, I'm just going to say this as nice as I can. You're not owed that game.
Exactly.
If you want it that bad, get an Xbox.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's just like Nintendo fans wanting Grand Theft Auto 5. Guess what? I think it's a bad business decision by Rockstar to not bring that game on the Switch. But we're not owed it.
Exactly.
We're not owed Final Fantasy. We're not owed nothing. These businesses, if our system sells well, our favorite system that is, like the Switch, the PlayStation, or Xbox, then third parties have to pick and choose which games they want to bring to those consoles. Bethesda is not a third party anymore. They are owned by Microsoft. They are a first party studio now. So guess what? Microsoft is going to get Bethesda games.
It's like Bayonetta. Did Reggie apologize when Nintendo bought the Bayonetta franchise?
No.
No, he didn't. And as far as Sony fans wanting an apology from Hideki Kamiya gave him the bird. The bird's the word. Bird. He gave him the bird. He didn't care.
No. It's his franchise. He struck a deal with Nintendo because nobody else wanted to publish Bayonetta 2.
Sony and Microsoft both turned it down.
So if it hadn't been for Nintendo, you wouldn't have had Bayonetta 2.
Exactly.
Nor would you have had Bayonetta 3.
Exactly.
If you want Bayonetta that bad, pony up the money for a Switch or stop complaining.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, that's just how it is.
Exactly.
It's like so many people upset that Monolith Soft is owned by Nintendo. Nintendo bought Monolith Soft. Monolith Soft broke away from Square, and they didn't like Namco's management, how Namco was doing them. Nintendo offered to buy their company because they liked what they were doing. They accepted. Now guess what? If you want Monolith Soft games, you're going to buy a Switch.
That's right. If you want Final Fantasy games, you have to buy... Oh, excuse me. Xenoblade. Sorry about that.
You know, the good ones now. If you want the Xenoblade series, you have to buy a Switch. Same thing with Sony. If you want God of War, you got to get a PlayStation. I know, even if it comes to PC, but if you're a console gamer, then you have to buy a PlayStation to get something like The Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man. And if you want games like Halo, Forza, Starfield, games like that, buy an Xbox. I hope to goodness one day my brother and I get stable. If we do, we're going to save our money back and get stabilized first. But we may get a Series X so that I can play games like Perfect Dark, all these games, okay? But if I can't afford it, then guess what? I'll just have to do it without.
Exactly.
I could go to like, someone's place and play
a friend's house,
But I'm not owed. I feel bad. I do. I feel bad for people who really wanted these games. But unfortunately, that's just how it is.
Like Monster Hunter Rise. So many of the little Sony fans. And, you know, really, real quick, I don't understand that. Nintendo's garbage. Nintendo garbage. They have nothing. They have nothing. And yet, We want Bayonetta. We want Monster Hunter Rise.
Well, look at how many Sony fans review-bombed Astral Chain because they were wanting it on the PlayStation.
Just like, if Nintendo has nothing, why do you want so many other games for?
Exactly. Look, if you're like, oh, I wish I had that, but I don't have the money, you don't have to lash out.
Exactly.
To be honest with you, I don't care for most of Sony's games. I don't.
I don't either.
There's a few here and there that I like.
Yeah.
If I don't ever get a PlayStation, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, I'm sure as hell ain't going to lose any sleep.
No. So see, that means that I'm consistent with my beliefs. For you people who trash Nintendo, but then you beg, basically, for games like Bayonetta and Astral Chain in them, it makes me wonder if it's just because you don't have enough money to get more than one system. Well, that is sad. But again, you're not owed Astral Chain. That's Platinum Games IP that they made with Nintendo. Well, no, actually, it's Nintendo's IP now. They bought it out 100%.
Yeah, they bought it out.
Do I have to bring up the death threats that people like Xbox and Square employees got because Final Fantasy was coming to the Xbox when Final Fantasy 13 was no longer PlayStation exclusive?
How sad and childish is that?
Look at how many people got death threats over Horizon Zero Dawn going to the PC. And again, people like, be fair. No, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
You're not owed anything, Sony fans.
Exactly.
And I'm not aiming this at really nice Sony fans. Well, I do. I feel bad for you, but that's just how business goes.
Exactly. But you know the sad thing is, Michelle, folks, Michelle did the work as she always does, and she found out the type of games that PlayStation fans play. When they whine and complain about the games they don't get, if they come to the PlayStation, they don't buy them. They don't buy them. They play games like Madden. The reason they want these games, well, at least they're not on Nintendo or Xbox anymore.
Exactly.
You know, that's the only reason they want. They don't want to buy them. They just don't want to make sure that they're not exclusive on the other guy's system.
Like I said, I'm not talking about the classy Sony fans.
Yeah.
You know who we're going after.
Yeah.
I like to be positive and stuff, but I also like to keep it real.
Yeah.
You Sony ponies out there who act like this, you ain't owed nothing.
That's exactly right.
You've been so entitled to all these games because of the PlayStation 1 and 2 and even 3 that it's shocking you now that there are companies going, wait a minute, Sony's not focusing on Japan as much anymore. So companies like Capcom and they're like, we'll just put more of our bags under Nintendo, basically. Or Microsoft buys up Bethesda and it is driving some of you crazy because you can't get every game. Well, guess what? Boo-hoo.
Oh, exactly.
I can't, you know, as a Nintendo fan, there are games I would love to see come to the Switch that haven't. Well, guess what? Too bad for me.
Too bad for us. That's right.
I'm happy with the Switch, though. I'm happy with games like Fire Emblem Xenoblade, Luigi's Mansion, Zelda, Mario, Mario Rabbids, all these games that are out on the Switch, Bayonetta, Metroid that's coming up, you know, all these games, Shin Megami Tensei, No More Heroes. I'm happy. I'm sad that I can't get some of the games like the Resident Evil 2 remake, which I would love to get.
Yeah, I would love to get that.
But guess what? I'm happy. Monster Hunter Rise, all these other great games, I'm happy.
Hey, you know what? I think we're blessed. We at least have a Resident Evil game. We have 4, 5, and 6.
Revelations.
We do have some Resident Evil stuff. I know it's not the ones that we may want, but we got some, so we're lucky.
Yeah.
We do have some Resident Evil stuff, so that's the way you should look at it. Like, you know what? Hey, I may not have this or that, but look at the games I do have on my system.
I'm tired of this. Oh, we have to apologize for calling out one side. You know what? I'm not.
I'm not.
You don't like it, too bad.
Exactly.
Nintendo fans in the past have, some of them have acted like jerks. But in the last 5 to 10 years, nobody holds a candle to the Sony
fans. Exactly. Exactly.
I'll do the research. Sean's like, Michelle does the research. That's what I do.
That's right.
You all think I just sit on the internet. Like, where do you think I get all this information and stuff from? I do hours upon hours upon hours of research.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
we know our stuff.
Yeah, and no fans have acted more bratty, entitled, or childish in the last decade than Sony fans when it comes to not getting games
that they want
or demanding that they stay on their system.
Yeah, they won't play them or buy them, but these two.
Before we end the video, do you know what the #1 most played game on the PlayStation is right now, folks? Spider-Man, Miles Morales? Nope. Ratchet and Clank? No. Believe it or not, no. Returnal, Demon's Souls, any of these games which, no matter what we think of them, are critically acclaimed, and the people who do play them are like, wow, these are solid games. No. It's Marvel's Avengers.
A garbage game.
That crappy garbage game is the #1 most played game on the PlayStation ecosystem right now.
Shows you the quality of high expectations that the PlayStation fans have.
What's the #1 most played game on the Switch right now? Monster Hunter Rise.
Shows you the difference. Shows you the difference. A garbage game against a real core gamers game.
Yeah.
A big difference.
So, why do you even want some of these games to begin with? The only decent game that was in there was Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a great game.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing that one. At the end of the video, you're owed nothing. This is Michelle Lynn Tackett.
And this is Shawn.
Have a good one. Go big, don't show.